2 Kings 9. So Jehu was anointed king of Israel, and the people who were his fellow officer, when they heard that he was anointed, they actually believed in like they probably knew about the prophet, and when they heard um the prophecy about him or the anointing, then they like basically follow him and basically betrayed their king. So the king, he killed the king later on. Like it seems like he already have intention to do that, and that anointing just really solidified it because he was really swift in executing out what God has said. And so he killed his king, and he also killed Jezebel. And what happened to them is the same thing as what is being foretold to him. And so it's also that a payment of the blood of Naboth when they were kind of like greedy for his plot of land. So, and God even said he will wipe out from their house. So when I read that, in the New Testament, there's this thing like there's concept of pruning and grafting, and I think when God lets a tree grow, a branch grow, basically like a branch is kind of like your descendant and your family line, but when it become corrupt, when he don't see any good fruit, then he cut it off. And I think that's what he's doing over and over and over in Old Testament. He lets it grow to the like full maturity. Well, not full maturity, but when there is nothing good anymore, then he just cut it off and throw it away. And this is what happened to Ahab's line. And Jezebel, the dogs back then, wow, they are carnivorous. They would actually devour people's flesh, and that's scary because nowadays when you think of dogs, you don't think of them as, eating dead people. But back then it seems like they did. And so yeah, it seems like Jehu knows what he needs to do, and he knows that the Lord is on his side. And I wonder if because he took this kind of like punishment, carried the punishment out on his this family, if I wonder if he'll do the same thing himself, because God clearly told him that the how can there be peace as long as all the idolatry and witchcraft? So he said like he knows that idolatry and witchcraft and like following of the other gods are what is the demise that brought their demise. So let's see if he follows in their way or not.